You and me are going to make a promise. Less doom scrolling and more reading in 2026. Here I have 3 really important nonfiction books that I think everybody should read. Evicted by Matthew Desmond. This book is a harrowing walk through some of the poor neighborhoods of Milwaukee as Desmond follows 8 different families who are trapped in a constant cycle of eviction and poverty. And I think this book really highlights how serious of a problem the housing crisis is in America and how devastating it can be for the people and the families that are trapped in this cycle. Because eviction is not one of those things that's talked about all that much, and a lot of times you'll see people blame the evicted, and it's not always their fault. I mean, when you're trapped in a cycle of poverty, something as simple as a flat tire turns into the end of the month, and now you have to choose between paying rent and putting food on the table for your family. And a lot of these landlords, they have no grace period. They just evict immediately. And it really can be an impossible situation, and I think we need to have a little bit more empathy for people stuck in this situation. Desmond lays everything out very plainly here, and then at the end he gives us a way forward, a way that we can kind of try to solve this issue for the people that are stuck in it. I really think you should read it. Killers of the Flower Moon by David Grann. This book tells the story of the indigenous Osage people of Oklahoma in the 1920s. The Osage were given by the American government a dusty and seemingly desolate corner of Oklahoma, which turned out to have oil underneath of it, which then turned the Osage into some of the richest and most powerful people in the world at that time. What this book follows is an FBI investigation into a string of murders of the Osage people, which ends up, I'm not going to spoil too much, but it ends up uncovering a insidious, evil plot by a group of greedy monsters who are trying to usurp that oil money from the Osage for themselves. I think that this book is very important. It can be difficult to read at times, but I really think you should read it. And then I think you should also watch the Martin Scorsese movie of the same name, Killers of the Flower Moon, that came out in 2023. There's Always This Year on Basketball and Ascension by Hanif Abdurraqib. And I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, let me know. Admittedly, I have not read this book yet. It is planned to be my first read of 2026, and I'm really excited. Everything that I understand about this is great. The writing is supposed to be poetic and outstanding. And the book structure is really cool. Apparently it's set up into like a basketball game. There are 4 quarters, intermissions, timeouts, and I'm really excited to get to it. Again, from my understanding, this book uses basketball as a framing device, as well as the author's idol LeBron James, to kind of talk about the experience of growing up Black in America, and also as an exploration into family and success, what it actually means to make it, what it means to strive artistically in this country and in this world. I'm super excited to get to it, and if you want to read along with me, I'll be starting it right away in January.